Hi folks, good morning. What a cracking morning it is too. I'm just sitting in the garden here enjoying this beautiful weather that's back again after full rain yesterday. Uh, Thought I'd have a quick chat with you today about ceremony. I did write a little bit on one of my Facebook pages about it and what it means to you, because ceremony can be different for everyone. You know, um, I think sometimes people think, oh, it's pomp and it's religion, when they think of a traditional kind of wedding ceremony. Um, Others may think it's like the legal bit, a wedding ceremony when you actually get married. Um, Possibly funerals, I'll think of maybe as a ceremony. But ceremony for me is something that leads up to the most meaningful bit. So it doesn't have to be pomp at all. It doesn't have to have any religion in it whatsoever. And it doesn't have to have a legal bit in it either. When you think of a baby naming and a baby blessing, and even the traditional christening, there isn't a legal bit, so it's not to do with that. And the pomp and the religion is a choice, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's your choice to have the traditional ceremonies. And when we think about ceremony, it goes back thousands and thousands of years. It's, the tribes would do ceremonial events for weddings, for births, for coming of age. Um, and it's basically moving people to the next step. And it's doing it in a way that everything within ceremony leads up to the most meaningful bit, to the bit that actually moves people to the next stage. So, in a wedding ceremony, it's the bit when the two people are together making their promises, when they're making their commitment to each other, when they look into each other's eyes, and for that tiny moment there's no one else but them, and their hearts come together. And in a baby naming or a baby blessing ceremony, it's leading up to the part where the parents make their promises to that child, the promises that they are going to love and protect that child, and they're going to provide. And also within a baby blessing, you have that bit where the guide parents and the grandparents even can be part of that and make those promises to that child of the part they're going to play in that life. And same with like vow renewals, when people are renewing their vows. And people renew their vows for all different reasons. Sometimes they've had challenging times and things change. We go through life and we grow and things change, and maybe they've got to a stage they want to make different promises to each other. Perhaps their promises are just promises or their vows are the vows that they want to keep, that they've made, and they don't feel they've changed. But perhaps there's further promises that they want to make to each other. So, it doesn't even have to be a vow renewal. It could just be a celebration of a 25th wedding anniversary, and want to make it special by adding some extra promises there. And the ceremony part is everything that leads up to that moment when the promises are made and the meaning is there. And you can have the mirth and the fun all the way through it, but it has to lead to that bit where everyone just stops and feels that moment. That for me is what ceremony is. Because without that, you've just got a grand party. You're just at a party. If there isn't that leading up, that ceremonial leading up to that actual moment of meaning, of pure love, of, it's so hard to put into words, of pure love. It's just pure love with the promises and the commitment to that other person, whether it be a child, a partner, or saying goodbye, showing up and showing your love at that moment when you have to say goodbye to someone as well. So ceremony comes in many different ways, and it's something that just adds so much depth. That's the word I'm looking for, depth, to an event. Have a think about what ceremony means for you, and then have a think about what I've said, and you know where I am if you want to get in touch. Speak to you later.